Not a problem.
Barbarian camp.
Not a problem.
You're not welcome here, Outlander. Away with you. Here to see your leader. No one sees Wild Dean without good cause. What do you want of him? I'm not a delegate from 10 towns. It's a private matter for his ears only. Delegate, I suppose. Although clearly I'm not a delegate. So, the spineless fishmongers want peace, do they? I would hardly call them spineless simply because they have no taste for war. If they had any backbone, they'd stand before Wilfdean themselves. What the fuck is that name? Wilfdean. Wilfdean. I don't know. I'll go with Wilfdean. So it's a Y, but Ixonome was also Y, not I, so he's gonna be Wilfdean. Wolfdean. Let's go with Wolfdean. It's easier to remember. They'd stand before Wolfdean themselves. Instead, they send a stranger. How do you know I'm not? How do you know I'm not from the 10 towns? Your look, your bearing. You are no city dweller. Anyone with a keen eye can see that. I'd like to see the guy. Very well, I'll take you before him. Come. A lot of barbarians.
I announce Wolfdane, blessed and guided by the spirit of Jared, once king of the tribe of the Bear, now king of the tribe of the Great Worm.
Did he say Wolfdane? I mean, I really appreciate names to be mostly written like they're pronounced.
Son of Faengar the Fearless, slayer of the Dwarven Spy in single combat with a single stroke of his blade, slayer of the Great Bear.
Enough. Your words honor me, but they are wasted on these outlanders. They know nothing of our ways, and must surely find such things tedious.
War never changes. Okay, I would be honored to hear of your deeds, Wolfdane.
Then perhaps at another time you shall. For now, however, I would know why you have come before me.
Your announcer said that you are blessed and guided by the spirit of Jared. What did he mean by that?
The one known as Wolfdane died and was laid to rest. As his spirit prepared to leave the shell of his body, he had a vision. Jared, the savior of old, appeared before him.
I think Wolfdane is the actual. Wolfdane. Wolfdane.
He asked that Wulfdane join with him. He said that together they could return the tribes to their former glory. It was an honor that Wulfdane could not refuse. I awoke that day. I am neither Wulfdane nor Jared, but both joined as one. It is through me that the tribes have come together.
Seems like it switches between Wulfdene and Wulfdane. Does the guy even know his own name?
And through me, my people shall rule the North once more. Now, I want to know why you have come to me. Speak, Outlander.
I'm a delegate from the 10 towns. They wish to sue for peace. I'm not, so I wish I had other dialogue options.
I was not aware that our peoples were at war. Perhaps the fact that savages have gathered at your doorstep prompted your visit.
With respect, Wulfdane, the tribes have gathered and attacked the 10 towns before. The people of 10 towns wish to avoid any future confrontation.
With respect? An interesting word for an outlander to use. Is this the same respect shown to us when the 10 towns stole our lands?
The 10 towns are small and the tundra is large. Surely there is room enough for all to coexist in peace.
Room for all? Your civilization has spread across Faerun like a plague of locusts. To the east, west, and south, the land reeks with the stench of your cities. Here in the north, the land remained pure until your people discovered the fish of the lakes. Now your pestilence strikes here as well. What new discovery will lead your people even further into our lands? What other treasures will you steal from us? No, there will be no room for my people here. You will press on, driving us further north, until the land ends and the cold kills us.
You could formalize a treaty with the 10 towns, setting limits on any future expansion.
We have no interest in treaties or in setting limits. Instead, we will take back what is rightfully ours. Only then will we be safe.
It's not the intention of the 10 towns to drive your people away, Wulfdane.
So you say, Outlander, but you know nothing of what you speak. My people have already been driven far from their ancestral lands. One only needs to look at a map to see the truth of my words. Our tribes once roamed freely from the spine of the world in the south to the endless sea in the north. Now, we cannot travel south beyond Kelvin's cairn without your leave. Fully half of our ancestral lands are denied us.
I cannot deny your words, Wulfdane. I can only ask that our two peoples find some common ground to build a foundation of peace upon.
Well said, Outlander. So, what common ground should we build this foundation upon? Would trade suffice? No. We are a simple people, with nothing that you would find of value. Cultural ties, perhaps? No. We are nomadic in nature, and cannot abide the confining cities in which you thrive. Spiritually? No. Even now, our most holy site, Jared's Stone, is denied to us, sealed away beneath an Outlander temple.
Outlander Temple. Third stone lies beneath the Temple of Tempest. See not your deity as well?
We worship Tempas, not Tempus. Your people have even gone so far as to change his name and deny us even that small link.
It's only a name, Wulfdane. He's still the same god, and he is still revered by both peoples.
So you feel names and titles have no value, Outlander? To us, a name defines us as a people, and carries with it honor and respect. Yet you would dare to make light of it, even when a god's name is concerned. You insult us.
Wulfdane, I've tried to reason with you, but you persist on twisting my words. Is there no way we can bring peace between our people?
If I believed you to be a delegate of the 10 towns that you claim to be, Then we could come to terms. However, you are not what you seem, Outlander.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to take this dialogue path. Because, well, for two reasons. We have a couple of lawful good guys, well, at least one in the party. There's no fucking way they would pretend to be delegates of 10 towns if they're actually not delegates. So it feels like it goes against the characters. Two, it's incredibly fucking stupid. Because we know that the delegate already came here. At least the guy who pretended to be. So there's no way this is going to end without conflict.
Look at you. Are armor and blades the trappings of a diplomat? I think not. It is more likely that you are an assassin, sent to slay me. Just like the last delegate sent by the 10 towns. You will find his head outside my tent.
I know nothing of an assassin.
I questioned the assassin before he died, Outlander. The Council of the 10 Towns paid him, specifically the Lonelywood representative.
Yeah, I believe that. I'm not an assassin.
Then you are a spy sent by the 10 Towns to learn of our strengths and weaknesses. In either case, I cannot let you leave this tent alive.
Stay your hand, mighty Wolfdane. These strangers bear our people no malice, upon my oath. I know this, for it was I who bade them to appear before this council.
I see. Tell me, Yoldair, why would you do such a thing?
Their coming was foretold by a vision. I have been to the other side, great king. The spirits have shown me these heroes and other images that speak the will of Tempas. If Tempas has called these strangers to us, then surely we cannot dishonor ourselves by slaying them within the hallowed halls of Hengoro.
Very well. If it is the will of Tempas, then I will hear more of it. Tell me of your vision, Yoldair. Why are these outlanders among our people?
I do not know. The vision was unclear as to what purpose they must serve, but it must...
Unclear? You dare to stand before me, speak the will of Tempas, and yet you are unclear as to what our Lord demands of us? How can you wear the mantle of a shaman if his voice does not ring true throughout your very being? I will hear nothing more from you, Yoldair. You have failed your people and me. From this day forward, you shall be exiled to the Burial Isle. Contemplate your failure until you join with our ancestors. As for these outlanders, I will not contest even the flawed vision of a shaman. If it is the will of Tempas that they live, then so be it. Remove them from my sight.
Hold, Outlander. You'll go no further than this. Wolfdane has ordered your death, and I am to see it done.
Is this an example of the honor of the tribes?
Were I not a man of honor, I would have ambushed you from behind.
So why has he ordered my death?
I don't know. It's not my place to question Wolfdane.
The shaman Yolder was banished to the Burial Isle. What will happen to him?
Burial Isle is a bleak place. He'll either starve or the cold will kill him.
Why can't he just leave?
The only way off the isle is by boat, and there are none. Were he to try and swim to shore, the waters would surely kill him.
Where's the isle located? It lies. Okay, this dialogue seems ridiculous. He was about to just fucking us, basically kill us. So why the fuck is he giving me my driving directions to me at this point?
It lies in the middle of the lake, near Lonelywood. It's some distance from the shore and can only be reached by boat.
Is it your place to question visions of your shaman?
They are the voices of Tempos. Through their vision we know his will. I do not question the will of Tempos.
Shaman Yoldir saw my coming in a vision. He says I am destined for some greater purpose.
Yes. I was at the audience when he spoke before Wolfdean.
If it is the will of Tempos that I serve a greater purpose, then attacking me is tantamount to defying Tempos.
Tempos is the lord of battles. Perhaps you are destined for some greater purpose, and this battle is to test your mettle insides. Let us see. To arms.
So be it. And he ran behind the gate. Lovely. That's fucking beautiful. So the big problem here is to how we keep the casters alive. They have no spells to protect themselves with.
Yes.
Ready for action.
Ready.
How can I help?
I'm here.
You have my indie.
Yeah, okay. Huh? Good.
Move! They're ignoring the weak, the stronger fighters.
Ready.
Well,
I am ready. I will do as you ask.
I am ready as always. Very ready.
What is your will?
Your desire.
just fucking kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I could have used melee weapon too. Oops.
You have my indie.
What the fuck are you?
It will be done.
Quickly now. Yes. Your command?
I victory. Joe.
I am ready. Forward!
It's not much of a fight for us.
Ready. I'm here.
No need to do specific buffing, I think. These fuckers are durable though.
What is your will?
I await your instructions.
Forward!
A little fire and lightning should fly your things up.
I'll watch me beard in your blood.
Nothing particularly interesting. I'll take the fires in case we come across trolls again.
Done.
So, Lonelywood and Ten Towns tried to assassinate their leader. I have no doubt that that's actually the case. Based on the initial, actually I don't recall where the information came from, but it seems like this is not gonna be a story where there's a good side and a bad side. There's probably both sides are basically guilty of something, wrong about something. We just have to prevent things from getting out of hand totally.
Watch me go. Done.
Welcome back, my friends. What can I do for you this day?
Yeah, I've been to the barbarian camp. We know this delegate was an assassin that was hired by the council.
Assassin? Don't be ridiculous. Who has been filling your head with such lies?
Drop the act, Valdemar. We know you're involved in this.
And if these accusations were true, you cannot prove that I had anything to do with it.
We'll see. After we've dealt with the barbarian threat, I intend to bring this matter before the council.
Alright, it's true. An assassin was hired to kill the barbarian leader, but I swear to you, it wasn't my idea. They made me go along with it.
Go on.
Last month, the council met to discuss reports of a new barbarian king who was rallying the tribes to make war on the 10 towns. As usual, none of the towns would agree on a course of action. As a matter of fact, the meeting had to be adjourned prematurely to prevent arguments from escalating into fisticuffs. That same night, several of the council members, myself included, met in secret to discuss the matter further. It was during this meeting that the assassination plot was proposed. Of course, I was naturally opposed to such a dishonorable solution, but the others told me I had no choice. They threatened to use their influence to remove me from the council if I didn't go along with the plan. I was instructed to return to home at once and not to say a word to anyone about the plot. They said that they would handle the hiring of the assassin and that I need only to act as the killer's contact in Lonelywood. Several nights later, the one-eyed stranger showed up at my door. He said only that he was sent by the council and that he was in need of lodging. I was terrified that someone would see us together, so I invited him in. He seemed a decent enough fellow. We spoke a great deal that night, mostly about politics in the Dale, where I was too fearful to bring up the topic of the assassination plot. The next morning, he left for the camp, and I never saw him again. That's all I know. You've got to believe me. I didn't want to have any part of this assassination business. I had no choice. Others would have ruined me if I opposed him.
Um, I have no reason to think he's not telling the truth, but I don't know. We know that he's sort of an incompetent leader in general, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary if they would have taken advantage of him. We believe you, however you're not entirely blameless. You've had the courage to stand up for what is right, even if it costs you your seat on the council.
I suppose you're right. I've acted like a selfish coward. I should have exposed this treachery before the council when I had the chance.
It's not too late to do the right thing. You are, after all, still the town's duly elected representative to the council.
You've got a point. I am still a council representative, and as such, I believe it is my duty to report this matter before the entire council at our next meeting. Thank you for making that clear to me.
He could be bullshitting me. I don't care. I'm gonna take the piece of evidence here now. Who got the level? Priest and the wizard. The only ones who really matter at this point. Just killer spells. Paralysis is probably fairly useful here if we have to go against these barbarian types. They're high hit points and okayish warriors, I guess. I wouldn't say good by any stretch of the imagination, though. Also, I don't think they're evil, so protection from evil probably isn't too much against them. 1, 2, 3, 6. Ah, fuck. I suppose the acid arrows are gonna be useful if we encounter trolls, but the second level selection just seems like shit to me. There is horror that's actually somewhat useful, but in certain situations I would basically be forced to hunt down the enemies, and my experience out of this horror is that if they are under control, they tend to stick to the enemies they initially encounter, so we can control it, but if they're under horror, they go all over the place and might start attacking people where they shouldn't be attacking people. So it's not really to our advantage to just use that. I'm taking the area of effect invisibility if I want to move around with the entire group instead of just a scout. And chain lightning, I guess. Although this could be useful to call for invulnerability. It allows you to basically trigger traps or use up enemy spells, because the first, second, and third level spells wouldn't work. Ah, and fourth level spells. Also, the chain lightning doesn't have all that much use.
Is
Now
that
what
all?
though? Yeah, what exactly are our options? We need to go. We need to use the boat to meet the shaman. The other things that happened here while we've been gone. It is night time. Where's the third brother?
Easy as goblin pie.
The animals killed Digby. Dougal says if Emmerich didn't stop us from trapping, it wouldn't have happened. I want to kill Emmerich. I'll put him in a bear trap.
What happened?
Digby went out to check on the traps and an animal killed him dead. Dougal said it was a wolf or a bear. He's real smart.
Hmm.
Well, this is exactly what I knew would happen. That jackass Emmerich keeps us from trapping, and now some animal rips Digby apart. I swear that weak little ranger's gonna get his neck snapped. My brother goes out drunk to check the traps the other night, and he doesn't come back. I go out with Dolan and we find him dead with his throat torn out. Probably some mad bear. I'm telling you, Emmerich is dead.
Yeah, it's an interesting setup in a way.
Getting pretty tired.
There seems to be a time passing in this adventure.
Oh, the demons of sleep
I
hound
would
me.
imagine it's
I
tied
need
to
rest.
you complete moving forward the main
I
quest.
should rest. I cannot walk and fight indefinitely.
Watch me go.
Wife and daughter. It's obvious your family is troubled, Tybalt. Your work eats much of your time, little gain, and your daughter and wife suffer from your lack of fortune and neglect.
My work and my family is my business, Southerner. Now, if you have no further preaching for me, then leave.
See what's going on with the gravedigger. Also, only recently arrived in the town, very weird guy. Yeah, and now he's gone.
Right then.
Teleported away right before my eyes.
Watch me go.
Ah, no, he's actually digging graves. Any new graves?
See, I dig holes good.
Who was it that you buried here?
I dig soul for trapper killed in woods. I think him called Digby. He sleeps now. Happy in hole I digs for him.
You're no odd man, Purvis. You know that?
Huh?
Right. What does Purvis know? Is Purvis putting people in the ground himself? Hobart Stubbletoes, did I talk with
Not a
him?
problem.
There you are. I was beginning to wonder if I had the right place. Hey, well met and all that rubbish. The name's Stubbletoes.
Hobart Stubbletoes. Unless I'm mistaken, you must be the legendary heroes of Icewind Dale, yes? Perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps. I don't have time for perhaps. Either you are or you aren't. What is gonna be?
I don't know who you're referring to, but sure, why not?
I've come a long way to find you. If you are in fact heroes, then I'm sure you'd be interested in undertaking a dangerous yet potentially rewarding mission. That is, after all, the sort of thing you heroes do, right?
What did you have in mind?
There's a ruined castle I know of, not far from here. Men whisper that great treasure awaits inside, guarded by fell beasts and devious traps. All who have entered have, well, died.
Ah, that's a very original story, friend. Suppose it's haunted too?
Think you're so smart, do you? Well, there's a reason you always hear stories like this. Because they're true. People say the castle just whoosh, sucks people right in. They never come out again.
Where is this castle?
But I can't tell you. I can show you, though. Listen, if you come with me, you can see for yourself. Make some money, save a few people from an awful fate, and maybe some washed-up bard will write a pretty song about it. What do you say?
Why do you want us to come with you?
I can see those wheels turning in your mind.
Maybe you are clever enough.
I'm in this purely for the profit. A frugal man can live quite well off of the scraps of adventurers. Nothing wrong with that, eh?
Fine, I'm interested.
Wonderful. I'll take you there right away. Now just give me a few moments. How do I work this thing? Is this the rule that...
Fuck me, it's teleportation.
See, I told you it wasn't far. Now, tomorrow's thinking luck to you and all that.
What? Where in Faerun are we?
We're in Rock. It's a desert. There you go. Happy. Now get on with the heroics. I need to rest these old bones. Wait. Or quit.
Oh shit. Harpies. Wyverns attacking harpies too.
Done.
What the fuck?
You need me? Watch me.
Aye.
And fuck.
Quickly now.
I lost control
Yes.
of two guys already.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, and that
How
doesn't
can I
actually
help?
protect. What the fuck is that? Rhinoceros beetle.
Yeah, fine, fine.
Ah, that fucker's stunned.
I
That's
am
why
ready as
he's not
always.
doing anything.
Huh?
Okay, we just need to play the rhinoceros beetle out of the fight.
Ready.
Your command?
They're not going anywhere.
Beetle is not a threat, but the paralysis isn't gonna last long.
I shall see and fall.
Other fucking wyverns.
Ready. Not a problem. I'm here.
Onward to victory!
I am ready.
To victory.
Poison sons of bitches.
Yes?
And now I already removed the cure for that. I think heal will cure it though, so I'm not too worried. I need to rest soon anyway.
Your desire.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
God grant me strength.
Taste my steel.
Powerful poison.
Speak your mind.
I'm here. Done.
Yeah.
How
I
can
think I'll take a little bit of a look what's going on around us.
Yeah.
But we do need to rest soon.
Done.
This crumbling structure houses the machinery that raises and lowers the main gate. The machinery appears to be badly rusted and broken beyond repair, so no one's going anywhere. At least not through the main gate. Wyverns and harpies attacking. Hanging food.
I await your instructions.
Huh?
your
Don't
command?
really care what's in there, we'll just gonna fuck them over. They're probably not evil though. This is Smite evil. No, Holy Smite. Not exactly the same. Any evil creatures, right? So. Curse, 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 curse.
I am ready as always.
Cloud of shit.
I shall see you to your grave. Fire and lightning should lighten things up.
And we lost control of him. What exactly is the loss of control? Panic and stun. The problem is, he was the one who was supposed to get rid of that shit cloud. Some kind of a voice attack. I think we can get rid of the panicking. In fact, he should be protected from panicking. And now we wait again. Fuck.
Yes? Very well.
I'm here.
Speak your at once.
Lure Master. Looks like a ghost.
Salutations to the travelers. Welcome to Castle Maluradek. I'm your adversary.
We have no quarrel with you, Spirit.
Where is the matter of our disagreement?
Of what disagreement do you speak?
At some point you will come to believe that you should leave the castle. I will resist this course of action with all of my power.
Why?
You must enter the lure. You must prove that you are worthy of bearing the mantles of heroes. If you succeed, you will be allowed to leave. If not, you will die here.
Is this some kind of a joke?
Some might call it such, but doing so would inject no levity into the matters at hand. Your goal is clear. It is up to you to attain it.
Very well.
North, east, south, and west, in towers 4 the purgatives rests. Feed them where the spirits nest, or forever here remain our guest.
Excuse me?
The sun rises, the earth warms. 4 men lie cold, yet no one mourns. Leave them be, the Mad Lord warns, and from my work their praise is shorn.
I see.
Return here when you have completed the task at hand. Only then will you be admitted into these tragic halls.
The sun rises, the earth warms. 4 men lie cold, yet no one mourns. Leave them be, the Mad Lord warns, and from my work their praise is shorn. Yes, of course. So first we need to do the tower challenges, then we can enter the castle of Maluradek. And we cannot escape until we finish this. So whoopie fucking do. There's a temple here. Oh, right.
How can I help? Of course.
What is your will?
Forgot that this is an abandoned castle.
Your desire?
Not much we can do. We are going to rest after this though.
Ready.
So might as well waste my spells. Motion hopelessness. Be hopeless. I think I got 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ready.
Take no prisoners!
Yeah, they're basically totally
Fire
helpless.
and lightning should liven things up.
Steel yourselves.
Is that all?
Yeah. Sure.
Well, they specifically warned me of traps, so... Is this like... Fuck, I don't recall the place's name, but in Baldur's Gate there's a part of one of the expansions is sort of a gigantic fortress that doesn't really serve, or isn't really tied to any of the storylines anyway. It's just there for you to adventure through, a separate adventure. Is this one of those? Manuscript of the High Watcher. While the front and back of this heavy-bound book is of a tarnished bronze, its spine is nothing more than rotting cords of hemp strung through the covers and thick pages within. Despite the tarnished surface and the drapery of cobwebs covering this manuscript, the writing within appears to have survived time's passage without fading. My audience with Lord Maluradek went poorly. No sooner had I voiced my request than the Lord flew into a rage. He threatened to lock me in the dungeon with the treacherous bard should I broach the subject of unsealing the crypts again. I returned to the chapel shaken, and my eyes fell upon the symbol of Helm upon the tablet. I fear I have failed my God by not protecting the Watch Knight's reputations. My lord's anger at my request has no foundation that I can see, and I find I am now suspicious about what transpired in his battle against the Blue Dragon at the Storm Barrows. The 4 Watch Knights who died aiding their lord against such a beast should be accorded honors, not secreted away like skeletons of ill omen. A castle built upon such crumbling foundations cannot hold. I must make amends, do honour to the fallen Watch Knights, but I fear to do so without angering his lordship. He of the unseeing, unsleeping eye, the vigilant one, my lord and god Helm, is the champion of all guardians. Yet which do I guard? The reputation of those brave Watch Knights that gave their spirits in Helm's service, or the interests of my lord? And of the bard in the dungeons, what crime did he commit that angered, nay, terrified my lord so? The lord has gone so far as to issue a decree that the bard's name shall not be spoken or transcribed. Even hinting at the minstrel's presence in the dungeon is now just cause for Maluradex to punish the transgressor, as one of the poor guards learned a fortnight ago. It seems as if the Lord wishes to erase the bard from history itself. What is it he fears so? What tales might the Watch Knights tell, had they lived? A plan of action has been discussed with the adepts at the chapel, and our hearts are in agreement. We shall construct a hidden vault to honor the knights. We shall conceal our efforts from Maluradek, and guard the vault with 6 keys fashioned from our ceremonial breastplates. We melted each piece of armor down to forge the sextet of keys: copper, bronze, electrum, silver, gold, and platinum. With these keys we shall be able to enter the Watch Knight's crypts and pay our respects while obeying Lord Maluradek's orders that the crypt itself remain sealed. Yet my heart is not eased by this act. Adhering to the word and not the spirit of my lords only drags my own cowardice into the light. Yet I can find no true path between Maluradek's wishes and defending the reputation of the Watch Knights. I feel as if my spirit is splayed upon the forked road, and I fear that branching shall tear me in two. I heard the bard's song again today from the dungeons. He sang, his voice strong and proud, through the hours of the high sun, through the twilight and deep into the night before the Lord finally gathered his loyal guards and unlocked the dungeons. Not long after their descent below the castle, the singing was silenced, and many of the guards looked pale when they emerged from the dungeon. Lord Maluradek held a bloody dagger in his hands, and his countenance was that of one near the brink of madness. I should have taken action when I saw the Lord and his guards make their way into the dungeons. Now another corpse lies with the 4 Watch Knights. A terror haunts the night. Strange sounds, ghostly shapes, and echoes of the bard's song have been heard throughout the castle. Whatever transpired in the dungeon between the bard and Maluradek has damned this castle and all its inhabitants. The Lord has sealed himself within his chambers, and many of his servants and guards have either left the castle or have vanished. I have nowhere to go, so I have stayed. A great weight hangs on my heart, for Helm made his displeasure known to me. As I stood before the offering bowl that holds the symbol of Helm and recited the evening prayers, the waters of the bowl turned dark and cloudy. I placed my hand in the waters to retrieve the symbol, but my hand found nothing. The symbol was gone. I felt a spear enter my heart at this. The vigilant one has seen my cowardice. He has judged me. I am condemned, unworthy to serve as High Watcher, unworthy to live. I've made sure that the doors to the chapel are unlocked. Whatever darkness now haunts the night, I await its judgment. High Watcher Amalmatis. So am I supposed to put some kind of symbol there?
Right then. Easy as goblin.
Hello, my friends. And again we wait.
Aye, easy as goblin pie. Not a problem.
But do you have enough to do in the rest of this godforsaken place than pestering me? Hobart, what do you know about the strange ghost that lurks near the north gate? Ah, so you met the lore master, eh? Watch out for him. He's craftier than a fox in winter. So, what do you know about him? About the lore master? Well, I don't really know any more than you do. Just see him floating around the gate. Other adventurers have told me his name, that's all. What exactly is this? How did you find this place? Like you. I heard about it from someone else who came here. I've been trying to get at the treasure inside for quite a while now. I'm just one old halfling, though. What can I do against a ghost? Are you interested in trading any of the goods you've collected? Sure, why not? It's not like any of this junk has sentimental value. Let me see what you have. Okay. These open very basic stuff. Ooh, and a bag of holding. Yeah, I might want to buy that, thanks. Skull flames, not basic. 10% chance of additional piercing damage. Piercing from the biting skulls, okay. Ogre power. No need for that. Armor class +3 versus slashing attacks. We don't really have girdle type items, so I'm buying that. Splint Flail +1. Holy fucking shit. What armor does she has an okay armor now. She doesn't need that. So mostly mostly shit. I'm gonna do a ooh, what is that? Bracers of Icelandic Pearl. Bracers of a sort. You can use certain type of abilities with this. I'm not particularly interested. I'm going to. I think I have quite a few antidotes, but I'm going to take a few more because wyverns have fairly deadly poison. I can tank it, but it's not a good idea. I'd like at least there are 3 frontline fighters to have a decent amount of potions. Also, enough potions that I don't really have to think about it. So every time I get poisoned, I can just use it. Same sort of thing with the potions. It's pretty obvious based on the boss fights we've had that in tough situations, although this guy has the full heal, it takes quite a long to cast, and in a tough situation I need to drink potions to buy time for it, for the heal to land. So that will hopefully buy the time. Who's lacking girdles? Who has shitty girdles? They're actually all quite nice. Right. Sell those. Wait. Antidotes? Right. Okay. Not a bad situation. We have a guaranteed location where we can save, and the enemies, while somewhat annoying, doesn't seem to be too bad as far as I can tell.
Your command?
Ready.
Northeast tower, southeast tower. Start with the northeast tower. Harpy Queen. Before we feast upon these most welcome visitors, it would please me to know their names. So tell me, my succulent morsels, who are you? My name is Beaufort. Hope you like it because it's the last name you'll ever hear. Pray one say, good. You'll need every bit of your courage when your flesh is being peeled from your shattered bones. I assure you, you won't die right away, but you will die. That I can guarantee. Right,
Yes.
it's good for you. Hopefully I can get
Yes.
Berserk, please. That makes you pretty much immune to this shit.
Speak your mind.
Ready for action. I await your instructions.
See if we can
Ready.
paralyze a few of them. One down.
Why must you do that?
Mm-hmm.
We're eventually going to rest after each tower, so we might as well spam shit.
Forward.
Yeah.
I can see this is going to be a busy day. I heard you the first time.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Drive me
Busy
in the...
day
I will do as you
indeed.
ask. Yeah. I am ready.
You are proving yourself to be most annoying.
What is your will?
How can I help?
Not a problem.
Nothing particularly interesting. Ring of Greater Resistance. +2 armor class, crushing resistance 25%, +3 versus spell. Actually hard equipping this shit. Everything's so magically infused these days. It's a good ring though. Very good. Chowtalk's Thinker, right. A long story behind it. Orcish warrior mage made it, okay. +1 armor class, +2 intelligence, -2 charisma, protects against critical hits. Not usable by a monk or a chemicide. And not all that many other people either, apparently. It looks like we get to go to lower levels. We hear a door opening in the distance.
What is required?
Your command? Yes.
Ready. Is that all?
Creek of Bane.
Who are you?
I'm Balfour, well met friend.
Do you know the way out of this miserable ruin? How did you get here? Tell me now or we will kill you.
No, I don't know a way out. We came here with Hobart.
I'm Creek of Bane and these are my associates. We are searching for a way out of this castle. You do not help us, we will crush you into desert sand. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, as clear. Okay, look, friend, we don't want any trouble.
You found trouble, weakling. Adran, Shellhai, kill them. If they don't have anything worthwhile on them, we can use their bodies to set off traps.
That sounds like a plan.
Quickly now.
Okay, you
You
need
yes.
to counter him.
Very well.
You
I'm
need
here.
to move against him.
Speak your mind.
We are going to
At
fuck
once.
her over. That means you're going to need to spot invisible things.
Ready for action. I do not appreciate your harassment.
He's a very likely high level cleric, so I'm not sure I want to give him too many chances to do that stuff either.
Ready.
How can I help?
Honestly, there's not that many things we can do. Like to paralyze them or something. Holy shit, a djinn.
I
Imperial.
Your command?
Your desire.
Why are you getting your ass kicked? I guess Shilhai is actually fairly competent.
You have my
Okay.
undivided attention.
Doesn't change the fact that we need something to die here and fairly quickly, so if you could die, that would be great. The fuck is that?
Huh? Yeah.
I'm badly injured. What is required?
Yeah, I don't understand why you're so badly injured.
I await your instructions.
Ready.
Slow them down.
Yes?
Badly injured. I fear I might not make it. I am ready as always.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You need me? Understood.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem there. Shilhai is much better fighter than Thera is.
Okay.
Yes. Right away.
Ready.
I can't stop either, or the Jin will rape me. At last a little bit better than
Ready by
okay.
Ready.
What is required?
Fine, fine.
You need right away.
Ooh, what the fuck happened to you? We went
Speak your mind.
for a moment inside that.
It shall be done.
Following me! That's done.
I'm here.
Yes.
How can I help? Of course.
Yeah, fine, fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening at the same time now.
Huh? Okay.
Your command?
I think you should probably think about saving your own ass at this point. Although, he's gonna die too.
Ready. Fine, fine.
Yes?
Ready for action. Watch me work.
What the fuck are you doing? What is everyone doing in this fucking situation?
Will be done.
Yeah,
Way
sounds
too many
good.
things are happening at the same time.
Huh? Sure.
You have my undivided attention.
No,
Yes, it shall be done.
Ready. Sounds
please, you
good.
get the fuck
I await
out.
your
I need you to attract the attention of the Jinn. Doesn't matter what you do, just shoot at it with something. She has she's in perfect conditions, she'll survive it.
Yes.
You won't survive shit. Why the fuck are you not interested in fighting anyone else?
Ready by me.
Yeah. It's the Jinn. The thing he's cast is the problem. I can't resurrect things without him. Okay.
Watch me go. Easy as
Crap.
goblin pie.
I did not expect to get into trouble with that one.
How can I help?
Who fears? goblin pie.
So, he's the best fighter. Cleric, mage, and Jin.
I'm here. Done.
The dwarf is at the best position to hold off the fighter, because I can go into defensive mode, or basically cut the incoming damage into half. Also, I have a higher armor class than the barbarian.
Yes. Agreed.
Ah,
My undivided
I
attention.
doubt I can do any simple things to play anyone out of the fight. Do need to cancel
I am ready.
his potential in illusion spells.
What is your will? Servants.
Ready for action.
Yes?
I await
Right,
your instructions.
doesn't matter what we do. Just pure damage on her to play her out of the fight. She's out of the fight. 52 piercing damage from Thera. Right, that wasn't a long fight.
Quickly now.
You. Jin is actually more troublesome than anything else. Not sure what we can really realistically do to it though. Slow it down, I guess?
I am ready as always.
Or more damage on it.
What is the plan?
Yet a reason I am ready.
What is up?
There it is.
You need me? You have my undivided attention.
Ready.
God's
Taste
grant
my
me strength.
I.
And he's
Yes.
dead too. Right.
I await your instructions.
Much more simpler fight.
Taste my
Yeah.
What is your will?
Ready.
Speak your mind.
So what exactly do they have? They have a bag of holding of their own. That's interesting. Potions wands, scrolls, potions, 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 potions. So it's poison raised dead, not bad at all. Right? Gonna have to confiscate that. Genie flask. They have a huge amount of crap. Charge battle axe. 15% chance target is stunned for 4 seconds. That's a surprisingly powerful ability. In fire resistance, 40%. Cloak of scintillating colors, plus 3 armor class, can be worn in combination with any other protective enchantment. Yeah. Golden Girdle, slashing attack protection. Boots of grounding, electricity resistance 50%. I'm piling all on the tanking character. Genie bottle. An empty bottle. They have fairly typical items from the Skate. Yeah, Ring of Free Action, all familiar items. Free action. I suppose we want it on her. She's the one who maneuvers the most out of the melee characters. Staff of a Hang demands Glee +1. You can do animate death 3 times per day. Negative charisma. This would be one of fireballs, if I'm not mistaken. Overpower power gauntlets. Yeah, the cleric actually has decent use for those. A little bit of extra damage, nothing impressive though. Okay. I'd like the fireballs, thanks. What the fuck does this one even do? Armor spell? Give me a break. Need fireballs, right, thank you.
I'm here. Right then.
Right, there's probably a switch that opens the other side.
Ready. Uh-huh.
I use the switch. Door opens in the distance. I'm assuming you need these to open the other side. That's the purpose of towers. I'll cleanse the tower and probably need things like that. Looks like we're gonna be spending some time here.
Mm-hmm.
Right then.
Yeah, this fight wasn't particularly hard or anything.
Ready.
How can I help?
Ready for action.
Your command?
I am ready as always.
Huh?
I'm here.
To victory.
You know what she's casting, but I don't particularly want to hear it either.
Your desire.
I don't know if I can interrupt her. Don't think so.
Quickly now. All out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep losing control out of these fucking people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just interrupt, fucker.
Why must you do that?
Not too bad.
Labor calls me.
Yes?
Now you need to stop running away.
Ready. Uh-huh.
I don't think anything here was particularly interesting. Right.
Certainly.
I wonder what type of a door we are opening. When you look at the map, there's a clear opening here. Stairs leading down, but not now.
I
Speak your mind.
I'm not sure we did anything all that meaningful here now. It might be that we have to kill all of the towers to do what we need to do before we can make any kind of a serious impact on anything. Yeah, there's another opening to lower levels here. It's only visible on the map, not here.
done.
How does
Is
these
that
switches
all?
work? Do they have multiple
Not a
positions?
problem.
Center and you hear door closed, door opening. Right. We want to open the doors apparently. Maybe we'll take the towers on
Done.
the other side. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We're in
Easy as
fairly good
apple in
shape
pie.
still, so I'll keep continuing without resting.
Done.
Let's see what they have to
How
offer.
can I help?
I'm here.
Every tower so far has had some kind of a fight.
Speak your mind, then leave quickly.
Petrification. Fuck.
Oh, you are proving yourself to be most annoying.
Um,
I
Mm-hmm.
just making sure.
Sure.
Don't see you. Harold is there looking at the corner. Holy symbol of hell. So this is probably what we need to ditch at the temple to get something going on. I need to talk to the guy. Path down.
What more shades to haunt Harold's failing eyes? Who goes there? Am I talking aloud? Am I awake? This is not a dream. Is this a dream?
Well met, old one. I'm Milo. Who are you?
I'm just a man. When I had to use for a name, others called me Harold. I was a holy warrior, you know. I was a paladin of Tyr once.
What happened?
In my heart, I knew it was for money. That's why we came to Bath. I knew. I tricked myself into believing it was some noble purpose. I don't know which was greater, the lie to the church or the lies I told to myself.
Who is the bath?
Cordobath, think he was my friend. Did I have any friends? He was my comrade, I know that. He died in one of the traps. I saw him bleeding there with the others and I ran. I was afraid. Do you know what it's like to be afraid? I thought that Tyr had left me. He didn't. I left him. Now there is no God left in me. There is no God in this desert. It's all dead. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand.
You must be the water bearer, and I the one who drinks from your pitcher. Is it clear yet? I don't care if it's only a dream in a dream, just let me die, please.
You want me to kill you? I'm no executioner.
Then what good are you? What good are you? Why can't you just put on a mask and pretend for a moment? Just lie to me the way I lie to myself. Why can't you do that? Why?
Who fucking who?
Ready.
Well, at least there was a
Watch me
fight.
go.
And we probably get to unlock access to all the towers now. So this is initial warm-up phase, I suppose. We're gonna lose buffs soon, though.
Yeah.
Not really replace them either.
I do not appreciate your harassment.
Well,
I'm here.
whatever.
Huh?
It's a single room, so no point not using haste. Wyvern Matron and some wyverns doesn't seem all that bad.
You need me?
Wyvern Matron's poison can be fairly bad though. Let's set up a defensive formation, see what comes up.
Yes, by your leave.
Mm-hmm. Fine, fine.
I hope very well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to emotionally affect them. Hopefully I can take at least a couple of shitty ones out of the fight. I don't think I can do anything with the worst one. I might be able to lower its defenses a bit.
Quickly, I light it.
Ready. Guard. Virtus. I spread
Yeah, he's fucked.
Huh?
You have my undivided attention.
He's super fucked.
I'm here. Virtus.
I will save you.
No
Ready.
real loot. Right.
Good.
Ready by your leave.
Done.
Take no prisoners!
To victory.
Right. So all 4 towers unlocked. We have the holy symbol that probably fits into the temple.
Done.
And everything's more or less okay.
Is that
Just
all?
fucked up with the one fight. Spread myself too thin. Even though you have to counter whatever the enemy is doing, you still have to have enough hitting
Not a
power to
problem.
actually play them out of the fight
Watch
fairly
me go.
quickly. And I just fucked it up. Hello.
Is that all? I'll wash me beard in your blood.
To
Take no prisoners!
Yeah, this is bad.
I await your instructions.
I.
Yeah.
I am ready as always.
Incredibly bad, and you're
What is it?
stuck
Right
there.
away.
Huh?
Need to be able to stop the harpy before he kills my cleric.
Your desire.
There we go.
can I help?
Couple of cheap spells just get us back in action.
Your command?
Right, I'm just gonna try to put the holy symbol in the bucket and see if there's any kind of a reaction to it. I don't actually recall what we're supposed to do, so I'm testing things out. Yay!